Hi, Healing Nights team. Just wanted to say hello and kind of catch you up on some things that we got coming up. I hope everybody's had a good summer. I know summers are busy, busy, busy. And so hopefully everybody's settling back into a routine and catching their breath. So Healing Nights, I'm not doing this live, so I'm hoping to get that posted tonight. So if you're watching this on Monday, that's tonight for Healing Nights. If you're watching this later afterwards, then obviously next month, October 7th, I think, is the next Healing Nights. Got some more testimonies I've added to the testimony board, so if you're coming this month to Healing Nights, definitely check that out. If you are praying and you have someone that shares a testimony with you, definitely share that with me so I can get that on the board. We want to hear what God's doing, and we really want to build up the faith and encourage people with what God's doing. So next week on the 16th, there's a small group launching for healing, just talking about healing. Dan Pierce is leading it. Tim Parrish is helping him. And they're just going to address some of the harder questions that people have about healing. So I would encourage you to sign up for that. I think it's going to be a great time. And we're hopefully have some ministry time too, and just really looking forward to that. If you know anyone that has had some questions or would benefit from coming to that class, then please invite them. We're going to have handouts at Healing Nights this week, and then start posting about it. The other thing that we've been working on is the Dream Interpretation Station, and still working on that. We've been busy this summer, so it's been kind of hard to get the team together. And we want to take our time and we want to do it right. So just wanted to let you know that that is still in the works. Now, one of the things that comes along with that, adding a new station, is having more people to come and pray. So keep that in your mind when we get ready to launch. Really pray and think about coming to serve on Healing Nights. Right now we have enough people coming to do one team per station. And if I need 2 to 3 people at the Dream Interpretation Station, then that's going to take away from our other Healing Night, other stations. So definitely keep that in mind. But here's the thing. When I talk about coming, showing up, asking you to serve, I mean, we hear it. And a lot of times it comes with this overtone of expectation, a guilt for not coming, and I definitely don't want anybody to feel unnecessary pressure or guilt about serving. So I'm going to take that and lead into something that I want to share with you as a team. Back in the spring, and some of you know this, some of you don't, some of you know kind of part of the story and not all of it, so I'll take this opportunity to clear some of that up as well. In April, my husband John got offered a really good career move, only it happened to be at Elon University in Burlington, Elon, North Carolina. So we had to work out some things because I still had some pretty strong commitments in Virginia that I couldn't really leave. So my job was very flexible with me and is allowing me to travel some and work remotely some. And so I'm still coming up weekly and helping to take care of my grandmother and staying with her when I'm there. And what that's done is that allows me to continue serving with Healing Nights for a while. There's no deadline. I don't have a certain time when I'm going to be done with this or turn it over or be gone. I can do this as long as I need to. Or so anyway, for now, I'm still very much part of Healing Nights, still listening to all the grace messages, and even though can't always be there on Sunday morning. So what I want to share with you, though, that happened with this move is when we started coming down to North Carolina to look for a place to live, the very first couple trips, which was before I had any encounters with the people here, with the culture, I had no interaction at all, just driving down the road. And just driving down the road, I could feel this shift and this, just the weight lifted, and I felt relaxed, and I felt, I just felt happy. And I thought, wow, that's strange. And then I get back to Virginia and I'm back to normal life. And normal life for me is a little bit on the stressful side and busy side, and always feeling like I'm striving to find a place of rest and relaxing and not letting it get to me. Come back down here again, same thing, a shift. And I go back to Virginia and I feel very, very tense and agitated, and I'm like, this is really strange. So as I'm thinking about that, I remember back when Ray and Catherine Light came a couple years back, when they did their identity workshop, the first night they told us that when they had gotten in to the area, they really struggled to go to sleep that night. And as they were praying about it, they sensed that there was this the spirit of not enough in that area. And at the time, I was like, yeah, I get it. I mean, there's never enough. I can't do enough, can't be enough, can't be good enough, can't do enough. No, there's never enough time. And but I didn't really connect it so much to the spirit realm until I got out of that and started experiencing a different atmosphere. So I just want to bring an awareness to that, and I want to speak to that. If there's anyone that feels like you're striving to find rest, you feel like you are maxed out, you're stressed out, and for me, even though I knew that wasn't right, and I had to keep working at not being like that. And this past weekend, I was up there and I began to feel that tension and stress and anxiety, and I'm like, what's wrong with me? I gotta fix this. I need to get a grip. And then I remembered, wait a minute, this is not me. And so I just stopped and I resisted it. I'm like, I'm not taking this on. This is not me. This is not who I am. I didn't bring this. And I resist it. And almost immediately, I felt a release. I didn't feel the pressure, and I felt just as happy as I felt when I was in North Carolina. So I just want to encourage you, one, don't take it on because it's not you. It's time we start shifting the atmosphere and shifting the culture, and whatever spirit is trying to convince everybody that they're not enough, we as believers can stand up against that and start shifting that. So I want to encourage you to do that. Number two, when I'm telling you that we need some more people to show up, it's in that context. It's not out of, please, you need to spend more time with this. I'm just not pressuring you to do that, because it needs to come from your heart. But I don't think that any of us are going to show up the way we need to show up if we're doing it because we think we have to, because we don't think we've done enough, and because we need to do it to get the outcome that's necessary. You show up because that's just what's flowing out of your heart, and that's what you want to do. And you're showing up and you're giving of yourself freely. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. It was an interesting insight. It's kind of helped me as my life is probably more hectic, more chaotic now than it was, having to juggle a lot more things differently. Some people have asked, what about the travel? That's just really going to get old. And honestly, that time is just, it's gold, because I get to spend 3 hours on the road twice a week, listening to podcasts, listening to worship, catching up on messages, and just listening to a lot of things and just feeding myself. So that time is well spent, and it's not wearing on me at all. So anyway, have an amazing week. Love you all. Looking forward to seeing you again, and let's go do this. Bye.